my students, they got such short supply of that accountability thing. And I try to express to them that this classroom is a resource and how it's knocking on their door, but most of them couldn't hear it over the sounds of the gunshots, their rumbling stomachs, and the notifications popping up on their phones. So logically, the problem must not be them. It must be the phone. You see, the phone must be the root of my students' apathy. I try to express to them that this phone could be a resource if they could just learn how to use that thing properly. Apps that will teach them a brand new language within a few weeks, but somehow will never credit them for being fluent in code switching. You see, my students don't even know what this means, yet they've learned to do it by nature, so logically the problem must not be them. You see, it might be our culture around academia, but then again, that can't be it, because we spent so much money on advertisement of our increasing graduation rates that no one would ever dare have a take on our simultaneously declining literacy rates. You see, high school teachers are asked to be wizards, are handed curriculum in exchange for the magic inside of them, told to turn a 13-year-old kid with a third grade reading level into a proactive student when they've never learned the skills to do so, just handed off from elementary school to middle school like a baton in this race from school to prison. Because if you're not reading at third grade level by third grade, I promise the police will read those rights for you. But you see, the issue isn't just these, it's not just these students though, it's me. I, their teacher, have succumbed to the idea that I need to fit my students into these standardized boxes like caskets just to bury them under the floor of my linoleum classrooms to stave off the smell of their dying dreams, because you see, education ain't one size fit all, but it's not a process solely meant for school. I watch kids walk into homes where education is a complete afterthought. Guardians more concerned with being friends with their kids than ensuring they learn the discipline of becoming a good person. I had a mom hit me up and say, "Mr. B, how come my son ain't passing your class?" And I said, "It's good to hear your sound of your voice outside of your voicemail." But you see, the issue isn't just these parents. It's this whole system that teaches 1st through 8th graders that failure don't exist. And then we hand them off to high school and I gotta tell them, dog, you ain't learned shit. And that's why my 13-year-olds are learning to respond to long-term questions or short-term answers, look at drugs as an end to their poverty, whether users or movers, it don't matter. This kid Juan, he told me, "Yo, Mr. B, do you know what my gateway to opportunity is? It's these blunts, pills, shroom, powder, anything I could bag and get off the block, because over there is no linoleum to cover up my stench. So question Mr. B, will there still be proof that I did exist?" The bell rang and I told him, "Young man, you should write that down. I'll give you credit for that."